From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off in Detroit. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break across midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
This is Gibbs on second down. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Gain of 26 yards there. And the Lions have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Taken in by Williams outright. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 4 at the Giants' 10-yard line.
We're good.
Goff setting the throw. He brings it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. The Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10.
New York to the line. First and 10. Darts coming out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Darts looking to throw. Caught by Theo Johnson. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, New York.
On first down, here's Darts. This finds Bellinger. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Giants.
Scannaboo now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Goes to the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 15-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. He's got it. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants start off well to tie things 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Escapes the defender. Has room down the left sideline. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Okay, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scannaboo. And he drives that bus backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 30.
Scannaboo on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
From the gun, here's Darts. Short pass brought in. And this does not get it. Some short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Darts. And they don't get the catch they need there. The hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. But they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, it's gone. Downfield, and Tisslaw has it. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock. Well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Blitz coming. Here's Darts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Quick slant, caught by Neighbors. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On play action with Dart. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looks like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Off to the air now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
He's going to bring him down, but not until he gets him down to their 32-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set now. 1st and 10. Throwing again. It's gone. That's Laporta again. And this one doesn't go far. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They're going to throw again. Gone. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he rocks that tackler. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Here starts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Third down now. Here's Dart. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Dart going to throw again. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going on first down. It's done. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kate. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he could find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Looking to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. You're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
One final shot before the half. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have first and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Running with Scatterbill. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Trying to throw this from the gun.
24-yard line.
This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and short. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Dart going to go for it on 4th. It's on target to Johnson. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Give right side. It's Scatterbill. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Complete left side to Robinson. And he'll go outbounds close to the 35-yard line.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your pass. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Darts out of the shotgun. That's Robinson on the slant. And the stop is made at the 32, so give them almost enough for a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Darts. He finds him beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Giants first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Darts. The right side is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 17-yard line.
Here's Scatterboo. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Giants first down. 1st and goal, New York.
Scatterboo. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
From the gun, here's Darts. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
They'll try with Tracy. And he's going to be stopped. 3rd goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal? Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Giants who are going to have it to start the 4th quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or...
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now, don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one. as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fighting his way through contact. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing his dart. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
It's Barkley on the counter. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
To the air, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go now.
To throw is Dart. He'll try and do this himself. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Barkley, inside handoff. 20, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So first thing across my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Dart. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Theo Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
They'll set up the screen to Scattergood. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
19-18.
From the gun, here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Dart from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Tag. 19, Tiger, 19.
First down, here's Scatterby. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw now, Dart. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Dart. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Here's Dart. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to run their 2 receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big play from a big man, Kayvon Thibodeau, off the edge and dropping him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Well, this series could very well determine our outcome. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal. Go.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. An inside run with Scatterbury. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Dart going to look to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Hurt sets up to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that's a killer, because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already to ask for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On 1st down, right back to Scatterbury. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and a yard. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Connects with Slayton. And he is going to have the Giants' 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboot. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
The scatter-boot on first down. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
Brings up second and 8.
From the 46, here's second and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. I had a defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
Okay, ready?
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Moving to his right. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's taken in, and he will have a Giants first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. And Zach Allen there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 7.
To the air on second down. Dart. The outside, caught by Neighbors. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And a shotgun. It's Dart. This is caught for 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Giants. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye. Here's J.K. Dobbins. Past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he is gone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
At the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the
Dart going to throw it on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to fall.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Now it's Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7. Here's Dobbins. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
So first off, nice job picking up enough for the first down. But I got to be honest, Mike, when he caught it, I thought he was going to put his foot in the ground and get physical and run through contact and try to score.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
14, Giants 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing. Dart. That's caught left side by Bellinger. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 43-yard
Up the middle with Scalabrine. Has midfield to the 45. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. To throw is Dart. Left side, that's Johnson. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. Now it's 2nd and 1.
At the 10-yard line.
On the ground, it's Scatterby. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Scatterboo.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early. They'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Scatterboo. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Cam Scatterboo. Touchdown, New York. Now, Cano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Third and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Nix gonna throw for it. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And this is gonna work out. They get the first down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off.
A gain of 7. First down, Broncos.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football at their own 40.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row and another first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Now Dart. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. To the air again goes Dart. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. He fields it at the 8. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will go all the way. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterby. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. On the play fake, here's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try to run for it with Scatterby. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Giant 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Dart. Left side in the hands of Neighbors.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Let's go now.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Makes it
3rd and 2, and it's Dart. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Giants.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. They'll go again with Scatterby. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The 18-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Dart. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Forced out wide. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's 1st and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. And he's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. You know, on to add the extra point. Oh, no good. He missed it. That might be a big miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th quarter.
To kick off for New York.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
We'll come to the line now on second and 2. Again, it's Harvey. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good for a Broncos first down. A gain of 7. First down, Broncos.
Here's Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can...
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Finding his tight end, Bellinger. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover. And it's actually going to wind up a first down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's a gain of 8.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Once again, it's Scattergood. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Giants first down.
Operating from the gun, it's Stark. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? I think you knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Bronco 80.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Men in Blue.